Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, the Division of Culture encourages visitor support for new independence events as we head into another round of cultural semi-finals this weekend. Housing resettlement for Campbell a priority as Maho MP Rayburn Blackmore makes his case for re-election, and the CEO of Discover Dominica Authority continues to advocate for Hospitality Training Institute. The details coming up.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
First up in the news, another round of cultural semi-finals this weekend as Dominica continues to display its rich cultural heritage this independent season. We go to Andrea Louis for a report.
Saturday will see the staging of the Southwestern and Northeastern cultural semi-finals, while the Eastern, Southeastern and Western District cultural semi-finals will be held on Sunday. Monday, 7th October starts off a series of activities including the athletic preliminaries and Dominica History Week.
Dominica History Week will run from October 7th to 11th with the theme Heritage Sites of Dominica. National Emblems Week starts October 14th with Flag Day, and Heritage Day this year will be held in the community of Grand Fond on Sunday, October 20th. Creole in the North will be held in Portsmouth on Saturday, October the 19th. There will be the National Wapjuet and Madame Wapjuet pageants and the Team Matador pageant as well. And there will also be market days with a difference in Marigot, Portsmouth and Roseau. National Tree Planting Day is scheduled to be held on October the 17th.
Mr. Lawrence says a number of other staple events will also be held in the months of October and November, including the Flow Creole in the Park, which took a 2-year hiatus.
Our other usual major events include the World Creole Music Festival, Creole in the Park, the MCCU Cadence Lipso competition, the National Youth Rally, the National Parade, the National Cultural Gala, and the National Day of Community Service.
The Chief Cultural Officer also encouraged Dominicans and visitors to support the new events which have been added to the calendar this year.
Look out for some new activities this year, such as Journée à Paradis in Jourdel on October 18th and 19th, La One à Banaline on October 12th at the Botanic Gardens, Independence Panorama at the People's Park on October 29th, and the tribute to Jean Lawrence Mathurin on October 30th.
Dominica's 41st anniversary of independence is being celebrated under the theme Saluting Resilience and Rejuvenation 2 years on. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
The Dominica State College is continuing to play its part in improving the country's tourism sector. This as the institution embarks on a tour guide training from Monday, which is open to the public. Director of Tourism and Hospitality Studies at the State College, Katie Julian, says the college has been helping provide human resources support for the tourism industry for over 10 years.
From the year 2006, the Dominica State College has been conducting training programs to improve the tourism industry in Dominica. We are pleased to announce the continuation of our tour guide training program. This program is geared at introducing participants to critical knowledge and skills required to operate effectively as tour guides. It also places much emphasis on the encouragement of proper attitudes in dealing with the visitors. Some of the main areas covered in the training include Dominica's marine environment, professional tour guiding skills, effective communication, flora and fauna of Dominica, effective customer service skills, and Dominica's history and culture.
In order for participants to be successful in this course and well prepared for employment in the tourism sector, they are expected to perform well in 3 aspects of the training.
Participants will be required to complete oral, written, and practical tests to receive certification. The Dominica State College therefore encourages members of the public to register at the Division of Tourism and Hospitality Studies and to pay a contribution of $500 at the bursar's office no later than Monday, October 7, 2019. This tour guide training will take place at the UE Open Campuses Auditorium on Emsall Road from October 7 to 11th from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Dominica State College encourages the public to take full advantage of this training opportunity.
Prime Minister Skerrit has expressed confidence that MP for Maho Reuben Blackmore will retain his seat at the next general election. The Prime Minister says, like other Labour Party candidates, Blackmore chose to put service to country before his personal ambitions.
And I want again to recognize the contribution of Reuben Blackmore, who we are relaunching here tonight. And to say to you that for me it has been and will continue to be a great pleasure working with Blackmore as we seek to build a more prosperous and just society in Dominica. And I want to thank him on behalf of the party for his sacrifices he made. Because we have always said to you, ladies and gentlemen, that all of the candidates of Labour are not looking for a job. No one is looking for a job. We come to serve. And I've said before on a national platform that had Blackmore stayed in the police force, Blackmore would have been the chief of police a very long time ago.
Mr. Skerrit reiterated that the 2020 election will be the most consequential in the history of elections in Dominica.
Indeed, this is a defining moment. Coming from the destruction 2 years ago, our first mission was to ensure that the community returned to normalcy, then to rethink our development priorities and to set Dominica on a path of progress and development. We're well poised for takeoff. We're ready for the next level. And that is why the next elections are crucial.
Meantime, the MP for Maho constituency, Reuben Blackmore, says his new vision for that constituency is based on government plans to build a climate-resilient country. Blackmore says housing resettlement tops the list.
Already, my dear friends, the government is taking action to provide adequate and safe housing to persons in need. We have started construction of apartment units in Jimmy, and by April 2020, over 100 persons from Mao constituency, my dear friends, will move into new resilient homes, my dear friends, because of the Dominican Labour Party.
A resettlement program is also on the cards for residents of the vulnerable community of Campbell.
This new housing settlement will be located in Wana. I want you, the people of Campbell, to be safe and comfortable and to have resilient homes, my dear friends.
$8.6 million was approved by government for improvement of the housing stock in the Maho constituency. Blackmore says to date, $5.8 million of that has been utilized to not only repair but to build climate-resilient homes.
For this school year alone, my dear friends, We have 77 young people from the Mao constituency studying overseas, my dear friends. That is what Labour Party stands for. That is what effective leadership stands for, my dear friends. And that is why, when elections are called, you must re-elect Ray Blackmore and Ross Baskerville as your Prime Minister.
You are watching Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
When persons with TB sneeze or cough, healthy persons nearby breathe in the droplets and the bacteria can lodge in their lungs. People with weakened immune systems such as HIV/AIDS, alcohol and drug users, smokers, children, and the elderly are most susceptible. Persons with a cough should take precautions when in contact with persons in public places. Cover your mouth when sneezing and coughing. Visit your doctor or health center. You must complete your treatment. TB can be cured even with HIV. Be responsible. Help stop the spread of TB and HIV. Protect yourself and others.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Thank you for staying with us. A renewed call for a hospitality training institute in Dominica. Here again is Andrea Louis with more.
CEO of the Discover Dominica Authority, Colin Piper, brought the concern to the fore shortly after the completion of 2 training courses to enhance the skill set of those in the hospitality sector. Piper says one of the trainings involved a hands-on approach which would have been better executed if certain institutes had been in Dominica.
So if you're teaching somebody to serve, you can't have, you have to pour the drinks, you have to make the food. Kudos to Fort Young who allowed us to utilize some of their rooms to actually do the training. And this is where a hospitality training institute would in fact come in handy. It is specifically for this reason that a number of destinations have a hospitality training institute so that when it comes to the practical aspect of the job, that you can in fact upgrade the skills of the people who have a passion for this.
The government of Dominica spent $100,000 on this training, which was supported by the Organization of American States, OAS, and from which 78 Dominicans benefited. All participants successfully completed the practical aspect of the course, and if participants pass the theoretical exam, they will receive certificates from the American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute, AHLEI, which makes them eligible to work in the hotel industry in any Caribbean country.
But the theoretical exams are being transported back to Washington, D.C., where they will be graded under lock and key. And our hope is that that everyone will pass the theoretical as well. And when they do so, then they will officially receive their certificate, which is something that they can walk with. With that certification, they can go to another island and indicate that they have gone through that quality training.
The hope is this training will help meet the staffing needs of the oncoming 5-star resorts in Dominica.
And of course, we're doing this because we have the advent of these 5-star properties that are opening up in Dominica. Jungle Bay has already opened up. Secret Bay is going to be expanding, and Kempinski is soon to open. So we felt it necessary to provide this training so that there would be a cadre of Dominicans available to be interviewed and possibly get hired at some of these properties.
The training was done in collaboration with the Caribbean Tourism Association and saw 100 frontline staff benefit from the customer service workshop.
And General Manager of Flow Dominica Jeffrey Baptiste is calling for a greater appreciation and respect for Dominica's musicians. Addressing the official launch of the 2019 Creole in the Park on Thursday, Mr. Baptiste singled out Freddie Nicholas as deserving of such recognition for his pioneering work in music. Nicholas is the recipient of the 2019 Flow Creole Lifetime Award for his dedicated service to the development of music in Dominica.
And I think when you do these presentations, they're generally symbolic in nature. You give an award. In this case, we gave Freddie a plaque. And as we have done over the years, we've given him a check with some cash. But I think it has to go beyond this. It can't just be symbolic. I think it has to be a behavior change in how we deal and treat these people once we recognize them for the pioneering work that they have done.
Mr. Baptiste made the point that nation building must go beyond mere symbolism.
My personal view is, in some way, Freddie, we have to find a way, and I say we, Cable and Wireless, Flow, and other institutions, maybe like the DDA, the Ministry of Tourism, to change our behavior towards people like you. And I'm putting this forward not necessarily as a criticism, but my humble suggestion in terms of how we really add value to what we're doing here today. And there are several simple ways I think we can do it. I think, for one, if I may, just offer a suggestion. I think having Freddie and Friends as a fixture on the Jazz and Creole lineup is one simple way I think we can do it. Because we have made a commitment at Creole in the Park that we, at least I certainly, and I've never gotten any resistance from my team, we will not have a Creole in the Park event without Freddie and Friends being on the lineup. That's a decision I took maybe several years ago, and I've held to it. We have to find a spot. And I think that is the way we can, in a tangible way, show the respect and the recognition for people who have gone on and pioneered. I think the DDA can do it.
Baptiste says there is no question that Freddie and Friends ought to be on the Jazz and Creole lineup. Meantime, the government of Dominica, through the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, has applauded Flow Dominica for its commitment to staging a leading daytime event during Creole Week for the last 14 years. Creole in the Park was not presented for 2 years due to Hurricane Maria, but it's back this year with a lineup packed with energy and excitement.
For 14 years, you have maintained your unique position as a leading daytime event, exciting young and old, returning national, as well as a large number of visitors who are usually here for the World Creole Music Festival and other independence activities. In 2018, the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, with support from private sector, including Flow Dominica, worked extremely hard to fill the void that was left as a result of Flow's decision to take a break following the passage of Hurricane Maria in 2017. By staging what we call Creole Rendezvous. These efforts highlighted the value of Flow Creole in the Park on the Independence calendar, and we are certain that their return will be greater and create a bigger buzz among visiting festival patrons who are looking to be fully entertained during the entire stay with us this year for what is expected to be the most highly anticipated festival season.
This year, government, through the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, has provided $30,000 in cash and kind towards the sponsorship of this year's Creole in the Park. Flow is not in this alone. There are a number of other partners involved.
We want to thank the government of Dominica, the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, Discover Dominica Authority, Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division, the Dominica Police Force, Dominica National Lottery, Petro-Carib, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited, J.R. Stefan and Company Limited, Tropical Shipping, Sunstone, Dowasco, Deepex Color Lab, the Government Information Service, DBS Radio, Vibes Radio, Q95 FM, and Kyrie FM. And as I said, those of you who still have our proposals, you're pondering, you're considering, then we do hope that you will come back to us in the positive and join us on this journey to the return of Creole in the Park this year at the Botanical Gardens.
This year's event runs from October 22 to 24.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
To end the news, a look again at the headlines. The Division of Culture encourages visitor support for new independence events as we head into another round of cultural semi-finals this weekend. Housing resettlement for Campbell a priority as Mahu MP Reuben Blackmore makes his case for re-election. And the CEO of Discover Dominica Authority continues to advocate for Hospitality Training Institute. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You may access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Have a good weekend.